Alright, here we are at the battle. Let's get things rolling. I don't think there's really any need for a speech at the moment. And I think if I attack from this side, it'll give me the most protection from the enemy towers. Let's just go ahead and set my troops up. I'm of course going to lead with my... actually, you know what? I'll lead with my matchlock Ashigaru. They're not as important to this fight because it's going to be hard for me to get them in position to use it, and I can use them to shoot the defending bows or any other troops that are garrisoned. And then I can save the ammunition from my bows in order to cause the most damage to their melee troops before I send my own melee troops into the castle. See, this terrain's making it a little bit hard for me to get deployed right. Let's just deploy these guys over here. That'll be easier. Okay, I think we're ready. Let's go ahead and march these guys up. Okay, let's take a look at the enemy troop deployments while our guys are moving up. They do have their bow unit right out front, and it happens to be in the gatehouse. Quite a bit of it is, at least. That's actually going to work to my advantage. I will move up my imported matchlock Ashigaru to start taking shots, and then while they're busy, I'll move up my bow Ashigaru on fire arrows and see if I can catch the gatehouse on fire, and that should effectively kill those guys. And then we should be able to cause quite a bit of pain otherwise. Let's go ahead and fast forward until I'm in position. Again, I don't just want to rush the I don't want to just rush the city. I want to take my time here and pick apart as many of the enemies as I can, and then when I do rush, I'll come from two directions in order to try and be even more effective. Okay, I'm probably close to their bow range at this point. Bring these troops up a little closer. Let's go ahead and run these troops. Well, I'm going to walk them until the enemy starts firing, and then I'll run. I don't want to get them too tired. Okay, I think the initial volleys should start coming soon. I'm getting very close to their bow range. Yep, I hear them hitting the drums. And there comes the initial volleys. It's causing relatively little damage to my troops at the moment. Let's hope it stays that way. I'm just going to get my matchlocks within range, like I said. Probably going to have to run them up even a little bit further. And then let's take these bow Ashigaru here and fire attack the gatehouse. Hopefully this works. Good, we've burned the gatehouse. I'm now going to save the ammunition on my bows. I'm going to move them back for just a second and take them off fire at will. I'm going to let my matchlocks clean up the remaining bows there. There we go. That took out most of the enemy bow units. I'll now click an attack order from all my matchlocks, and we'll just open fire and kill the rest of these enemy bow units. Then we should be able to take our time with my own bow units and killing as many of their men as possible. Now my guys are just bow Ashigaru, which is unfortunate, but my bow cav ought to be relatively effective in this capacity. We shouldn't have any problem mopping up those bow Ashigaru there, and they're not causing a whole lot of return damage to my matchlock Ashigaru. just going to go ahead and run this unit back to here. I'm going to pull this unit back because they're beating on it a little too much. Good. Okay, I've got all these guys in range, so... And I should have plenty of ammo. Should be able to wear these guys out pretty quick. They'll cause me some casualties in return, but overall I think this is going to go very well to my favor. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and move up my bow cav too. I'm going to take them off fire at will. During this whole process, I'm going to be very selective about how I choose my targets in order to maximize the casualties sustained by the enemy. I can go ahead and move up all my troops a little. These guys are down to 21. Obviously, you don't get the best angles with your matchlocks, but eventually I'll be able to knock them out. At least I hope so. Really don't seem to be getting any more hits at this point. I might just use my bows to finish these guys off real quick. Oh no, I did get some more kills there. I'll probably just save my arrows then. Because again, my matchlocks might be useful in this fight if I can whittle down the enemy enough and then bring them in from an angle in the siege at which... Okay, so we've driven their bows off the wall. That's good. I'm going to actually just halt my matchlocks out here. And we'll leave them in a position to where if their guys garrison the wall, I can return fire on them. However, I'm guessing their guys are going to stay away from the walls at this point. I'm going to move up my bow ashigaru and my bow cav as well. And I'll start to pick apart what units that I can. I'm going to be mainly aiming at their Yari samurai as they're my #1 concern. This is a rather large fort too, so it is quite possible that the enemy is just going to run away from me and not let me shoot them. I'm going to see what my bow cav can do to this Yari Sam unit. This is a unit that I very much want to be dead. If I can get rid of these Yari Samurai units, then it should give me the upper hand that I need. It's usually best to shoot at units while they're standing still too. So whenever the enemy units start to run, I'm actually going to halt fire. This is where it would be good to have bow samurai instead of bow ashigaru, just because they're going to fire more quickly and more accurately. So it's going to be an unfortunate problem for me. I thought I just heard some of my matchlocks fire. Yeah, they are. Maybe they can see that enemy cavalry up there. Well, I'll see if I can kill some of the enemy general unit. I'm not going to use too much ammo on them. I do want to wait for these Yari Sam to come up here and sit still, and then I'll hit them. I'll turn on the flaming arrows this time as well. Yeah, that enemy general unit's taking a little bit of matchlock fire from my men. Alright, I'm going to stop firing on that enemy general unit just because my spears can easily kill them. And I'm just honestly not concerned. So there's only so much ammo that I'd want to spend there. Now, by killing the actual enemy general, it will help break the morale of the troops within. So I may do that eventually. But for now, I'm going to focus fire on the Yari Samurai units. Okay, I'm going to get my bow ashigaru to cease fire. And pick new targets. So this may seem kind of tiresome, but it's definitely the most effective way to handle the situation. I really do need to maximize the casualties that my men are causing, and again, these bow ashigaru are going to be very much weaker than their bow samurai counterparts. This enemy bow unit has wheeled up within range. I'm going to try and finish them off real quick before they're able to cause any real damage to my men. I don't think they'll be able to do much of anything. A couple of volleys and they should be out of the question. Okay, they're finished. I'm not going to start firing on this Yari Samurai unit. Let's see how effective it's going to be. Pretty darn effective. So my bow cab are actually getting some really nice kills, and they have quite a bit of ammo. So hopefully I'll be able to, like I said, maximize their potential here and just really lay down some serious hurt. I wonder what that unit's waiting on. Fire! For some reason only one of my units is firing. They might have had a blocked vantage point or something. Okay, their guys are starting to run, so I'm going to actually cease fire. Again, I'm going to wait till they stand still where I can maximize my shots. There's some Yari Samurai over here. Let's see if I can put some hurt on them. Actually, that's a Yari Ashigaru. Let's see what kind of damage I've caused to the Yari Samurai they have. This one's down about 30 men. That one's down about 30 men. That one's down about 20 men. 20 men there. That one's untouched, so I've killed a fairly substantial number of their troops thus far, and as soon as I started firing, their troops ran away there. So the computer is kind of on to me here as far as what I'm trying to do. And they're going to obviously run away with some of their troops and not let me get easy shots. These guys are going to take a lot of fire from my bow Ashigaru. Okay, again, I'm going to pick my targets that are standing still. That was a pretty punishing volley right there. Occasionally it looks like my matchlocks might be landing a hit. It's not going to be much, but you know, I'll take everything I can get. Just alternating targets here and again, making sure that my men don't fire while the enemy troops are running. We're definitely causing a great number of casualties. I'm probably going to stop recording this though. I think you all get what I'm doing here, and I'm going to start recording again once I start the melee fight. Okay, I think this is going to be the death of the enemy general. It's the last bit of my ammo, and I'm basically trying to cause a morale victory with the end of it. Their general took off running. Darn it. I'm not going to hit him while he's running. There we go, that's the end of my bow cab ammunition. None of those are going to be hits. Still got just a smidge of ammunition left with my my bow Ashigaru. Hopefully their general will go down in this last volley or two that I have left. If he does, it's going to really flip morale into my favor, and even if he doesn't, it shouldn't be long before he goes down in combat. That is a lot of arrows for one man to absorb. I don't think that the AI really wants to give me their general at this point. That's okay, understandable. I wouldn't want my general to die either. At this point, I do need to start assaulting the castle. I've caused what I'm going to be guessed at about, I've probably caused about 400 casualties. I'm actually going to take my general around to support my Ashigaru on this flank. I'll begin the assault with them and hopefully draw all the attention over to them. And then once they've begun to go into the keep, I will move in my more powerful Naginata troops, and then lastly I'll try and scale the wall with my matchlock troops, and hopefully if they come over unopposed, they can start taking flank shots on enemy units. There are a lot of enemy units yet in the castle, so even though I've caused a great deal of casualties, like I said, the enemy is going to still have quite a number of troops in the vicinity. But I do believe that these Ashigaru troops are going to need the morale boosting effect of my general in order to stay in this fight for any length of time. If I have them try and complete this fight alone or out on their own, I do believe they're going to get killed very quickly. Let's see if I can get a lucky shot on their general here. I do have just a smidge of ammo left, so let's try it. I don't know, hopefully I'll get lucky. I kind of doubt it because I just shot like 100 arrows through him just a second ago, but we'll see. Yeah! Yeah, we did get him. Oh, wow. Okay, so all my troops have now basically expended all their ammunition. I may have one volley left with these Bow Ashigaru that I'll unleash on the Yari Samurai in that vicinity. And then at that point, I'm going to take these Bow Ashigaru and join them with the... well, actually, I'll probably just get them ready to climb the walls right here. And so I need to get around the flanks of the enemy within the castle, and that's really going to be my only chance at any type of victory, to be quite honest. Just fire off the last of my arrows here. It probably won't be real effective, but every kill counts. Looks like they're on the move. Those Bow Ashigaru had a lot more ammo than I thought they would. Alright, I think I'm going to begin the assault in this vicinity. I'm going to run my initial wave straight through the front gate, and I'll inspire them when they get there. My general does not have stand and fight, unfortunately. I do want to try and draw attention to these guys as I go through the gate, though.
One of our units has used all its ammunition, my lord.
Okay, let's get things going here. I'm going to inspire this unit that's going through the gate as soon as it gets into kind of mortal combat here. The enemy has allowed this unit just completely through the gate, which is going to be very fortunate for me. I'm going to actually put this unit, now I've inspired them, I'm going to put them into guard mode. They can't go into spear wall until the entire formation's within the gates. Now I'm going to run in the support here. One of the enemy general units has sallied forth against my Naginata unit. A foolish move indeed. Okay. I think I'm going to be able to get reinforcements up and over the wall relatively quick. My general is in the vicinity. I want to keep the morale of that unit high, so I'm going to go ahead and throw down the rally, even though it's not quite where I want to be using it. Let's run this other unit up. Now again, you can see the enemy units are running towards the other side of the castle to face all my troops that are scaling the walls. My troops that are scaling the walls over here are hopefully going to be a nice distraction. I'd love to get these matchlocks in the back door here and let them put down some volleys, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Their guys have actually sallied forth out of the castle, so I'll use my bow cav to support. My Yari Ashigaru unit there has taken some pretty serious pain. It routed. These Yari Samurai are going to be strong. It's going to be hard for me to keep my guys in the fight against them. But my Naginata Samurai are going to do better. And they are gaining entrance to the castle. My matchlocks have gained entry to the castle as well. And these matchlocks are going to really help me turn the tide of this fight pretty quick. Okay, I'm going to click attack orders here. Hopefully we can mow down that Yari Samurai unit. Those Yari Ashigaru pretty much serve their purpose. I'm going to actually bring my general back over to the side of the fight closer to my Naginata samurai. And here we were able to pretty much kill those Yari samurai with my matchlock Ashigaru. Their remaining men ought to go down.
Our men are running from the battlefield! A shameful display!
We'll try and shoot this general out of the fight. Okay, I've got my Naginata samurai into the keep, and also my bow cav are into the keep. I'm gonna actually pull my bow cav back.
My lord! A glorious victory will
Okay,
soon
we were able
be
to shoot
yours.
their general out of the fight. Let's see if we can turn these matchlocks into shooting these guys. Okay, I'm now shooting a lot of the remaining troops. I'll see if I can run around to this flank and hit them some too. This looks like it's going to turn out to be a pretty clear victory for me, albeit, you know, I lost a lot of my Yari Ashigaru, but, you know, those are pretty expendable troops as it is. I'm going to rally my men again. I'm probably going to dismount my general right here, actually, and put him into the fight. It's time to get him involved. I'm going to see if I can hit those guys from behind with my matchlocks. I've got my general coming over here to engage these Yari samurai. My general ought to do fairly well against Yari samurai. His attack is far superior. I am going to be careful about where I'm shooting those matchlocks now, though, because my own men are there. I know that they don't purposefully aim at your own men, but their stray shots can hit your own men, so I don't want to just continue firing there. That was more of a way to quickly wear down those Yari samurai who were in the fight, just so that they would cause fewer casualties to my men. See, my general's unit is taking some casualties, but doing quite well overall. And the end of the Yari samurai are going to fall here. So let's zoom up on the end of this fight. So it looks like we have successfully defeated the army at Higo, and I should have enough troops left to defend against whatever they throw at me, especially since I'm going to have matchlocks on the wall. I'll have bow cav and, you know, some other units, so I should be in a pretty good position to defend the keep against any attempt that the enemy makes to retake it from me in the next turn. Because even though this will basically extinct their clan, I'm sure that that army will remain and they'll come try and get me. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the Otomo campaign. There will be more action in the near future, and that is going to be the end of the Sagara, and Heir is now in control of Higo. Oh, I forgot that tower's over there, just probably shooting my men. Man, I'm kind of brutal, huh? That's it, though. That's going to be victory.